Welcome to this how-to video, how to create a workflow between reports. And I'm Brian Promise, joined by Tim Greenside. Tim has showed you already, how to, create and edit reports. He's showing you how to chain widgets together in a single report. And now Tim's going to take that a step further and show you how to create a workflow between reports and share those with other users. So Tim, take it away.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and create a new report. I'm going to start off with the top end view. And so I can, start a starting point where I can see something with high resources that I might want to investigate. So here I'll select a device group and I'll just select all device groups. I'm going to look at the most utilized interfaces and I'm going to go ahead and run this. So you can see that when you initially run this, I've got this blue text indicates that this is linked to something. So we have what's called global linking that allows you to specify certain types of reports. Maybe for a device, there's always a particular device report that I want to have available to me. So if you click on this, it'll bring you there. But in this example, what I'll do is I will add a link to indicators. So most of the time, the columns that are available at the top here, you're able to link to those. So if you build indicator-specific reports or object-specific reports, then you can link your objects or your indicators to those reports, and it'll pass the information in context to that report. So to do that, I'm in edit mode, and I can go over to a tab over here called linking, and I can say that, okay, first of all, if I click on the indicator, or if I click on the value, you can do the value as well. So I might just, let's do indicator. If I click on the indicator, it's going to bring me to an indicator summary report. And so maybe for bandwidth, because this is most utilized interface, I might want to see it in terms of bytes, bits, and percent. So you can select more than one report to link to, and it'll take care of that. The other thing might be looking at, if you click on object name, if you had an object-specific report, like maybe an interface object summary, you could link to that one. And now you can see as I link to it, the colors change here to indicate that these are clickable to take you somewhere. So now I'll go back to the view mode and we'll try it out. So first of all, maybe I'll save my work here. So this is my top end report. And I'll go ahead and save. So now, if I click on the object name for this Ethernet interface, it gives me a pop-up menu called Interface Object Summary. So you can see that it's populated that interface in my view. So now it's giving me, all of the information for that interface. And this is an out-of-the-box report, so I didn't have to do anything to create this. It just came with the solution. So now I can look at all the things related to that. You can see there's a breadcrumb trail here too. So if I want to go back to that report that I was just at, you can click on the report name and it brings you back. Now if you look at the indicator, if you click on the indicator, I can look at out octets by bits, bytes, or percent for this interface. So I could do interface summary here. Now it's going to give me bits per second. Or I could do percent, and then now it's going to give me percent utilization. So you can see that once you've created a template report or another report, it's easy to be able to link to those with the linking option within the widgets.
Yeah, and Tim, I guess, then the idea then would be to, save this and be able to share it with other folks. That way to drive, I'll say, levels of consistency of how operations teams get brought onto a team and know they always see the same type of report. So I can see some really strong value in that piece. Can you show how how things are saved and how someone would know to go get something like this?
So let's go back to let's make sure we're saved our work here. It's saved. So I'll go back to the report menu. So now within the So I've got my top end report here, so you can select that. So now you have the option to save here. There's permissions. So now I can say by default, this is just my report, so it's private. but I could make it public or restricted. Public means everyone has access to it, but I could make it read only so that because I'm the owner, I'm the only one that can modify this, but others can look at it. Otherwise, you could make it restricted, and then you can say which users actually have access to this. So maybe I want these 2 users to be able to have full access to it, or just read-only access to it, and that's how you'll save it. Once you save this, then when that user logs in, they'll see this new report in their list of reports, and they can see that the owner is me. So that.
Oh, fantastic! Okay, great. All right. Well, Tim, thanks for showing us how to create a workflow within between reports, and then share those workflows so that folks can have levels of even higher operational consistency with data insight. Well, folks, thanks for joining into this set of videos where we showed you everything from an introduction to data insight to creating and editing to creating change within a report and these workflow between reports. Thanks again for joining.